Okay, so let's begin with arms. We're gonna work 2 of them exactly same. So to begin, grab your yarn and make a magic ring. Then work 6 single crochets into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then close the magic ring. So this is our first row. We are done with it and begin with row 2. We are going to work 2 single crochet into every stitch around. So in row 2 we will have total of 12 single crochets. So insert your hook into the first stitch and work 2 single crochet in that stitch. So this is my first stitch and I'm going to place the stitch marker in my first stitch and work one more stitch in the same place and work 2 single crochet into every stitch around. Okay, row 2 is done and we're gonna begin with row 3. So row 3 to 5 we are going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So in row 3, 4 and 5 we will have 12 single crochets. So row 3 to 5 is done and we're going to begin with row 6. So I'm going to tuck this tail inside and work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and mark your first stitch. 1 single crochet into the next stitch and we're going to work a decrease in the next 2 stitches. So here I'm going to show you how to work on the decrease. Insert your hook into the next stitch front loop and insert your hook into the next stitch front loop. So in both stitches front loop we have insert our hook like this. So we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. So we made that 2 stitches into 1 stitch. That's called a single crochet decrease. And we're gonna work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 1 into the next and again work a decrease in the next 2 stitches. So insert your hook in the next stitch front loop and insert your hook in the next stitch front loop. So we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. So that's our second decrease, and in the next stitch we're gonna work a single crochet. In the next stitch work a single crochet, and into the last 2 stitches work a decrease. So as we did before, just insert your hook in the both stitches front loops and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So row 6 is done. Now we have 9 stitches around, and we're gonna begin with row 7. And before that, I'm going to fill some fiber into my work. So as for the arms, I'm not going to fill too much fiber into arms because I'm going to keep it flexible so we can move it like this. So if you fill too much filling into arms, you won't be able to move it, or it won't be flexible like this. That's why I'm going to fill it less fiber so we are able to move it like this. So that's how I'm going to fill the arms. So now we are going to begin with row 7. So row 7 to 18 is working 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So now we have total of 9 stitches around, and we are going to work row 7 to 18 with 1 single crochet into each stitch. So each will be total of 9 single crochet in each row. So we have to work total of 12 rows, same as this. 1 single crochet into each stitch. And I will be back when I'm done row 7 to 18. And remember to fill some fiber after every 2-3 rounds. You can fill some fiber. And as I said, don't fill too much fiber into arms. Okay, so row 7 to 18 is done, and we are going to begin with row 19. In row 19, we are going to work 1 single crochet into each for first 8 stitches here. So we have total of 9 stitches. For the first 8 stitches, we will be working 1 single crochet, and into the last stitch we are going to work increase. So always mark the first stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So here is the last stitch, and I'm going to work 2 single crochet, which is increment into that last stitch. 1 and 2. So row 19 is done, and now we have total of 10 stitches around, and we are going to begin with row 20. So row 20 to 25 is 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So in each row we will have 10 single crochets from row 20 to 25. So I'll be back when I'm done row 20 to 25. Okay, so row 20 to 25, total of 6 rows is done. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch to finish off my work. And leave a long tail and trim your yarn. So here I'm done with arms. As I said, you have to work 2 of them exactly same. And now we are going to move on to the legs. We are also going to work 2 of them exactly same. So let's move on to the legs. Grab your yarn and make a slip knot. Then work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to work 2 single crochets into the second chain from the hook. So skip the first chain and insert your hook into the next chain. Work 2 single crochet into that second chain. And I'm going to mark my first stitch here. Into the next chain, work 1 single crochet. And into the next chain, 1 single crochet. So we have reached to the last chain stitch here. So we are going to work 5 single crochets into that last chain stitch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are going to work on this side. So we will be working 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. So insert your hook and work 1 single crochet and into the next stitch 1 single crochet, and into the last stitch here we are going to work 2 single crochet. So that is the same space that we work the first 2 single crochets. So we will be working 2 more single crochets into that same space. So we have total of 13 single crochets around. Begin with row 2. Remove the stitch marker and we are going to work 2 single crochet into that first single crochet stitch. One, and place back the stitch marker and work 1 more single crochet into the same stitch, and 2 single crochets into the next single crochet stitch. So we did 2 single crochet into the first stitch and 2 single crochet into the second stitch, and now we are going to work 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and we are going to work 5 half double crochet decreases in the next 5 stitches. So work 2 half double crochet into each for next 5 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, work a half double crochet, yarn over again and work 1 more half double crochet into the same stitch, 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 more half doubles in the next stitch. So this is the last. Oops. So we did half double crochet increase into 5 stitches. So we have total of 10 half double crochet stitches. And in the next 2 stitches we are going to work 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet. 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. We have left 2 more stitches and we are going to work single crochet increasement into that 2 stitches. So work 2 single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so we have total of 22 stitches around. Begin row 3, remove the stitch marker. In row 3 we are going to work into back loops. So we are going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch back loop. So insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to place back the stitch marker and work 1 single crochet in the next stitch back loop and all the stitch. So work 1 single crochet into every stitch back loop. So here I'm done working around into back loops and we are going to begin row 4. So from here we are going to work into both loops. So work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and place back the stitch marker and work 1 single crochet into each for next 4 stitches. So we did 1 single crochet into first 5 stitches, so 5 single crochets, 1 2 3 4 5, and from here we are going to work double crochet decreases. So we are going to work 6 double crochet decreases into the next 12 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 3. So that is our first double crochet decrease, and we are going to work 5 more double crochet decreases as the same way. So here is 6 double crochet decreases, and now we are going to work 1 single crochet into each for next 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5. Row 4 is done, and we are going to begin row 5. Remove the stitch marker, and we are going to work 1 decrease in the first 2 stitches, 1 single crochet decrease. So insert your hook into the first stitch front loop and insert your hook into the next stitch front loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, yarn over, pull through 2. So in the first 2 stitches we did single crochet decrease, and we are going to work 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. One, 2, 3, and again we are going to work single crochet decreases into the next 6 stitches. So 3 decreases. In that case we are going to insert our hook into both loops in this place. So insert your hook into both loops, yarn over, pull through, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 3. So we made 1 decrease, and we are going to work the second decrease. Insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops and yarn over, pull through 3. 1 more last decrease. So the 6 stitches now become 3 stitches. After the 3 decreases, we are going to work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So that is our last 5 stitches. We will be working 1 single crochet into each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the last stitch, and I'm going to change the yarn color into white in this stitch. So insert your hook into the last stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook, and grab the white yarn. So we are going to work on the socks here. So grab your yarn and yarn over with white yarn and bring it through these 2 loops, and pull this one to make it tight. And remember, we are not going to cut this yarn, we are going to keep it like this, and we're going to work with white yarn. So before we begin row 6, I'm going to tuck this tail in and fill some fiber. Okay, so let's begin with row 6. So in row 6 we are going to work one single crochet into each stitch back loop. So we will have total of 12 single crochets around into back loops. So insert your hook into back loop of the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and work into the next stitch back loop, and we are going to work into every stitch back loop. Oops. Okay, row 6 is done, and begin row 7. In row 7 we are going to work into both loops. So we will be working one single crochet into each stitch. Remember to work into both loops. So this is my first stitch. I'm going to place the stitch marker, and I have to work 12 more. So in row 7 we have total of 12 single crochets around, and begin with row 8. We are going to work one increasement into first stitch. So work 2 single crochet into that very first stitch. Mark back the first stitch and work one single crochet into each for next 11 stitches. So end of row 8 we have total of 13 stitches around. Row 8 is done, and begin with row 9. In row 9 we are going to work one single crochet into each stitch around. So end of row 9 we have total of 13 stitches around. So here at the last stitch I'm going to change back the yarn color into skin color again, this one. So the working with socks is done from here. So this is how it's gonna look, and from here we are going to change back the yarn color like this. So at your very last stitch on row 9, change back the yarn color, and we're gonna trim the white yarn from here. Tuck the tail in, and we are going to fill some fiber as well. So we're gonna fill it super tight. Okay, so begin with row 10. In row 10 we are going to work one single crochet into every stitch back loops. So insert your hook into the first stitch back loop and work a single crochet. and work 1 single crochet into every stitch back loop. Okay, row 10 is done, and begin with row 11. In row 11 we are going to work into both loops. So work 1 single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so row 11 is done, and we have total of 13 single crochets around, and we are going to begin with row 12. So remove the stitch marker and work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and place back the stitch marker, and we are going to work 1 increasement into the next stitch. So work 2 single crochet in that stitch, and from here we have 11 stitches, so we are going to work 1 single crochet into each. So in this row we will have total of 14 single crochets. Row 12 is done, and from here we are going to work 1 single crochet into each for next 7 rows, which means row 13 to 19 we are going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch. So there is no decrease or increase, just work 1 single crochet into each for row 13 to 19. Row 13 to 19 is done. Let's begin with row 20. One single crochet 4 times. So 1 into the first stitch, 2, 3, 4, and work increasement into the next stitch. So we are going to work 2 single crochet into that stitch. Then we have left 9 stitches. We are going to work 1 single crochet into each. So when we done row 20, we will have total of 15 single crochets around. Begin row 21. 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So row 21 is done. We have 15 single crochets around, and we are going to begin with row 22. One single crochet times 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work 1 increasement into the next stitch. So 1 and 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Then we have left 9 single crochets here, so we are going to work 1 into each. So when we done row 22, we will have total of 16 single crochets around. So row 22 is done, and we are going to begin with row 23. So from row 23 to 29 we are going to work one single crochet into each stitch around. So we will have 16 single crochet in each row. So from row 23 to 29 there is 7 rows. We are going to work one single crochet into each. So row 23 to 29 is done and we are going to begin with row 30. So for begin row 30 I have changed the yarn color into white and trim the skin color yarn. From row 30 to 32 we are going to work one single crochet into each. So from row 30 to 32 there is 3 rows. We will be working one single crochet into each with white yarn. So I'll be back when I'm done row 30, 31 and 32. Okay, so here I'm done working row 30 to 32. And now I'm going to work 12 single crochets into the first 12 stitches here. So we have total of 16 stitches around and I'm going to work one single crochet into 12 of them. So here start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So I did 12 single crochets and I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch. So work a slip stitch and leave a long tail and we are going to trim the yarn from here. So this is the first leg and first leg is done. And now we are going to work the second leg same as this one. So when you're working second leg, you have to stop when you reach to row 32. So when you're done row 32, stop there and I'll be right back and show you how to join them together.